Hey guys, we're down here in the southwest and at another beautiful spot. We're going to do a little cook-up. We did try and go for a fish this morning and get a few herring for this dish, but yeah, unsuccessful. Luckily, we came prepared because yeah, we got some crays yesterday and we're going to do a delicious popcorn cray dish with a wild tamarind dressing and green papaya salad. It's going to be absolutely epic. Okay, first step for this dish, yeah, we're going to prep the crays. So I've already taken the heads off. Just to save fridge space at home, and yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take the tail out of the shell. So a good way that I find doing it is using a good pair of butcher's scissors or fish prep scissors, and just cut on the outside around the tail there on both sides, very carefully, trying not to pierce the meat. And this little tip I actually learnt from Oscar on the recent Shark Eyes trip, and yeah, it's a great little technique. So yeah, thanks Oscar. And yeah, just pull that flap back there, and then just with your thumb, just get underneath the top of the tail there, and just try and get underneath, and then we're just going to gently pull the meat out. And sometimes you get the little poo shoot will come out at the same time. So here we go, and we've gently pulled that out, and then voila. Okay, so we've got cleaned out the cray tails. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually soak it in buttermilk. So first step for the popcorn cray is chopping it up into some nice sized chunks. All right, so nice sharp knife, and then in usually about 2 centimetre chunks. Okay, like that. And so we're going to do that for all of the cray. And this is a great dish. You can, a great versatile way of doing. We were going to do it with herring as well, so it works great with herring, great with any sort of prawns, any crustacean. So yeah, today crayfish is the one we have chosen. So here what we've got is some buttermilk, and yeah, this is actually going to just help tenderize it a little bit. And also is really going to help with the crumbing process when we finally put it in our special flour blend before frying. Next step for this dish is the tamarind dressing. So this is inspired by a green papaya dressing I did probably back in the 2010s that I really loved. And yeah, it's got that nice tangy, sweet tangy flavour. Then once we top it with the crispy goodness, popcorn cray, and that really refreshing green papaya salad, it's really good for a really hot day. So what we're going to do, first step, we've got the tamarind here. So this is been wild harvested. Just take all of the outside husk off, and then inside you see the seed, which is covered in this really sticky flesh. And yeah, it's absolutely delicious in this dish. If you didn't have the wild tamarind, you could just use tamarind puree. For this dish, we're probably going to do about 6 of them. So yeah, you can see that breaks off pretty easy. And what we're going to do is to add to this, we're going to add a little bit of lime juice and a bit of coconut sugar and a little bit of salt as well. Lime juice, all right, that's in. And then here we've got some of our special ocean salt as well. And so that goes in as well. And what we're going to do as well, put a little bit of green chili in there just for a bit of kick as well. So we'll just roughly chop that up. Chop, chop, chop. And then in it goes. So what we're going to do with that, we're going to get the burner on, and yeah, you can see we've just put it on medium heat, and yeah, just going to reduce it down a bit, let the sugar dissolve, and then we'll smush those tamarind seeds as well to get some of that pulp off. And yeah, that's going to be the dressing for the salad. All right, so first ingredient for the salad is going to be the green papaya. So I really love green papaya. It's got that really refreshing, light cucumber, apple flavour. So that's going to be and it's really good at actually absorbing dressings and stuff as well. So it's real neutral. So what we're going to do is just peel it up. We'll put it on the mandolin, and then we'll yeah, get some cucumber in there. We've also got some spring onion, green chili, and also I've got some wild hibiscus leaves as well that we'll put on there as well. You probably just take that top off, and there as well. And I just like to scoop this little bit of membrane out of here because it can get a bit stringy. So I'll just take that out. All right, just with the back of a spoon, scrape it out. All right, and then we've got the mandolin, which we're going to use, and just down. Right, sauce has now come to the boil, as you can see, and that flesh is starting to come off the tamarind seeds, which is perfect. That's what we want. So here is the rosella leaves. So the really small young ones are absolutely delicious. They're very tender, has a light sour rhubarb flavour. Yeah, they're really good and crispy fried as well. So these, yeah, are amazing. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to julienne them up, and we will put it in the salad. That's ready to go. Once that dressing cools down a little bit, we'll dress that, garnish it up with a little bit of sea purslane, and we've got our crispy peanut mix as well that will top the salad off. So we'll get into the tamarind dressing, finish that off, and then it'll be time to cook the cray. Alright, so the tamarind dressing's ready. As you can see, the flesh has come off all of those tamarind seeds. So we're just going to dig those out with a spoon, and then we're just going to keep that dressing to the side and let it cool before we put it on our salad. Alright guys, the next step to the cray dish is going to be frying the popcorn cray off. I've got my beautiful Solid Technique pan here. They're Australian made, handmade. They are indestructible, wrought iron, no nasties. These are absolutely incredible, and I'm so stoked to be part of this brand. Next step for the dish is we've got a special flour blend which I have come up with, and I'll have the recipe with the link below. But it's a base of potato starch, cassava flour and white rice flour as well, so gluten free, and yeah, it just makes stuff go so crispy. Alright, so into the pan we're going to put a good drizzle of oil, olive oil, extra virgin olive in there. So we're going to be shallow frying, so yeah, you want a good lick in there. And what we're going to do is get those cray bits into the flour. Alright, a few at a time. And yeah, as you can see, that buttermilk really helps that flour stick to it. And all those different little crevices and stuff, they just add to the crispy texture of it. So this is an awesome way of cooking the cray. You can see it's almost starting to smoke up. We're going to put them in there and fry them off, usually about 2 to 3 minutes each side. We'll just do a few at a time. As you can see, we are at the mercy of nature here with a bit of a slant on the table. But it's going pretty good. The great thing with Solid Techniques pans is they just have such great heat distribution. And, you know, I do a lot of private gigs and cook in really different sorts of kitchens every week. And these just handle anything I throw at it. Alright, these ones are tender, nicely coloured, and yeah, just take them off, and then we'll just cook them in little batches, just so we can keep that heat nice and high. Alright, as you can see, the cray tails are perfectly cooked, and what we're going to do is season them up with a bit of my special sea herb ocean salt, bit of that on there, and then just give it a little bit of a tango. Season it up again. Alright, time to plate up. We've got yeah, the cray tails cooked, we've got the tamarind dressing ready, we've got the green papaya salad that's ready for dressing, and we've also got here just a little mix of roast peanuts, fried chili and fried shallots as well, and then we've got a few little sea herbs to put on top as well. So yeah, thanks to Jacob Lion Pottery for donating these beautiful plates. Absolutely incredible handmade quorum up, so if you haven't checked it out, do it. They're absolutely awesome. So what we're going to do is put the cray tail on. So we've got the cray down, and yeah, this is going to be shared style, so we're just going to drizzle some of that tamarind dressing over the top of the cray. Yeah, honestly, you could just literally have it like that, but we're going to chef it up a bit. And yeah, a bit of that dressing onto the salad. It is really strong, so you don't need much. That's 3 spoons in that little bowl worth, and that's probably heaps. You can always add a little bit on after if you need to. And then yeah, on top. Okay. All right, then we've got our beautiful crispy shallot peanut chili mix on top. Good textures. And then here we've got a little bit of that sea purslane that we picked earlier from the garden at home. So there we have it. That's our popcorn cray with our green papaya salad and wild tamarind dressing. Let's get into it. So good.